Hey guys, it's been a while. Doing another Roundup video. This will be the last time I might do Ford Park. This is Ford Park here. I'll just tell you the total in clad. $1.82 in clad. Oldest memorials is 65. 65, 78, just a few clad. $1.82 Honda Key. I don't think I'll be coming back to Ford Park because there's I'll explain, when there's a big news, what's gonna be happening, but I'll explain it in another video. That's a handle off of maybe a cabinet. The reason I kept this is even though I didn't pick it up with the detector, it was on the surface. And these two connect. Mom explained, I showed it to her, and she said it's off of a T or those type. You guys would know. The reason I picked it up is I can't see it being modern. I can't see anybody really doing that today. Having a bit of china and then smashing it to pieces. Does it look old? A little. I'd say older than 1998, but that's how old I am. But yeah, just this is actually a doorstop, the type that you see. It's one of these things where it stays on the wall, it stops the door. It was sticking out of the ground like this. It's brass, so good piece of scrap. Lego. Brass bullet, couple, I think, copper nuts. Yeah, just some brass or copper nuts. Just a button, steel. That's it for that. Now going to the University of Redlands, not far from there. Actually, just across the street, there's a park. It's a massive park, and I went there 3 times. I stayed a bit on jewelry mode because I found out I actually am digging up spills of clad. So I got 2 quarters, I think 2 zinc pennies, and 1 nickel and 1 hole. So, and this day I got $1.05. $1.20. $1.20. House key, bits of scrap, piece of copper, piece of brass. But this is the best find because it's actually brass. They were 2 inches down. They ring up like a quarter and a nickel. Well, not a quarter. More like a quarter and a dime or a memorial. They were reading out like that. They're actually glass. The arms are missing, but that made me think it's a bad sign because the ground's been moved. What I've been detecting, it's grass, dry areas. But man, I dug up probably 9 signals where they're like sprinkler heads attached to the ground. I'm gonna be careful though. It's just so much. But yeah. Pair of glasses. Might be quite old. They're not magnetic. I have a magnet here with me because, it's not steel either. And from that color right there, if you could tell, I think it's brass. I do think it is brass. Really unique glasses. It's probably my second best find. But I went back to the same spot on Thursday. Now, these happened within just weeks apart. They're not in order. It's a mess roundup. So, yeah. And here I got $1.34 in clad. My older one's at the top. Actually in the bottom. 64, 75, 72, 70. Oh, I forgot. Sinker from this hunt. But yeah, another piece of brass, brass or copper bolts. This key rang up pretty weird. 69, 70, 71, 72. And from these modes, I've been using jewelry mode. So I've been using jewelry mode just in case if I do find jewelry. Despite what's been going on, I wanted to stay in jewelry mode because you never know. I'm gonna have to suck it up and dig up a lot of the trash. So yeah, there's a key. It might be quite old. I think it's brass. 2 inches behind the bench. Pretty much almost a surface find. Lead bullet. Might be a fired bullet. I'm not so sure. It has the look like, it has a bit of white patina, but not much. Not very old. And this was down, I'd say 6 inches, and in those 6 inches was its sprinkler head attached, so I didn't even bother digging that up. And you could tell me if I'm right or wrong, if it's a piece of tile. I actually looked around this area of the park, and there isn't really much tile. I didn't really see anything that would really match with this, so, you know. And I went on the opposite side. There's a big giant skate park, and just across it there's a picnic area. It's all dry dirt and grass. I didn't get bit by ants on this day, so, but where I was detecting the dry dirt, it had fire ants, but I was really cautious about it. Just clad. But this was on edge. It was about 2 inches, I think about 3-4 inches. I'd scraped, it's a 59 nickel, and it's about 62 years old. 59, I believe that's I could see it better off camera. It's a D, 59D. I scraped it, but I couldn't see it because it was like on edge. And all of this is a mix, but I kept staying on jewelry mode because you never know. There's 6 memorials. Actually, I got this one. This was my last find of the day, that hunt. 59D, the first year of the memorial. 62 years old now. Just wait. We have about 38 years, and this will be 100 years old, so just think about it. And if you look in your change, you're not going to find much copper pennies. You'll find a lot of the zinc pennies. There's your Zinkins right there. Abe Zinkins. You know, they're made out of painted copper color, but it's actually zinc, and it deteriorates really bad in the dirt. Anywhere you go, where you find these, it's not going to take long before these end up being deteriorated to a point where you can't use them. So, off of the clad. This is my first pocket knife. That is a key. And I was able to get the blade out, but I have one hand, so, but I will try a little bit. I cleaned it up as good as I can, got the dirt out. I was able to get the blade out, but it's actually 2 inches. It rang up kind of like a quarter, almost a quarter, but 86, and it kind of bounced a bit. Yeah, that's a good find. Pin says Oakley and Corp. 78 of 775, 2008. You know, it's not very old, but I got rings. This, I think, is just a fitting ring. Might be, I don't know, it could be brass, actually. Just a eyelet off of like a tent or something. Shakey's Pizza token. It's not really bad, but, you know, it's pretty good. Here's a, what do you call it? This is a hat pin. It was on the surface. I was metal detecting close to the playground, and I found, yeah, pin badge, well, attached to a hat. All I can read is Hotel Royale, Point Siena, Palm Beach, I think FLA something, Florida. I think it might be brass. Suitcase key, Samsonite, piece of brass. This is actually, there's a jeans button. This rang up terrible, you know, but I kept it. I'm gonna keep it because I definitely do not think it's a drug spoon, period, because of the shape, and it has a bit of design on it, but it's a bit corrosive. It's made out of steel. All I can make out is that it's stainless steel, Japan. It's not really making out good on the camera. I think you can see some of that right there. And here's the kid's ring, aluminium. It's an aluminium junker ring. This is a junker ring. I thought it was going to be silver, but then I put a magnet over it, looked inside the ring, and yeah, it's just plated junk. Stone looks like cubic, maybe. I don't know. It's a junker. But the best find, right near, like almost the second to last find. The last find was the 59D Memorial. And I found a 1939 wheat penny. First wheat penny in over 4 months. I'm very pleased about it. It was only 2 inches. Pretty much a surface find. Actually, it was on the surface. I didn't even have to dig for it. It just shows that people can drop these. If they drop these, they should drop an Indian head penny or something really good. But yeah, surfaced wheat penny. I'm very happy with that. That and the glasses are the best finds for me. So, yeah. Hope you guys like this roundup. It's not amazing. I'm not sure when I'm going to go out again, but just stick tuned. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell, share. And this is Blaze the Firewolf, signing out.